Hi guys, my name is Ava and this is my first YouTube video, and I've always been wanting to make a YouTube channel, and I thought, why not now? And this video is inspired by what's going on in the world right now, and I've been trying to help and find any way that I can to support the Black Lives Matter movement. And through educating myself, I discovered that there's a lot of really important Black figures that have done so much for America and just for the world in general that don't get a lot of recognition, and they're not taught in the regular school system. So today, in celebration of NASA's new headquarters building in Washington, D.C. being named after Mary Jackson, I wanted to talk about her and create an art piece inspired by her, and just talk a little bit about her life. So, Mary Jackson lived from 1921 to 2005 and was born in Hampton, Virginia. And from a young age, she began forming a love for science as well as a passion to help people around her. And through many different career changes, she eventually found her way landing a job at a laboratory's segregated computing section in 1951. And after just 2 years, she received an offer to work with an engineer on a hands-on experiment in a supersonic pressure tunnel, which is pretty cool. And it wasn't long for her talents to become very noticeable, and one of the engineers suggested that she enter a training program that would allow her to be promoted from a mathematician to an engineer. And due to the color of her skin and being a woman during that time period, she had to fight her way into being allowed to join her white peers in the classroom, and she had to get special permission from her city council. And though she faced many social issues when learning, she was able to finish her coursework and became NASA's first Black female engineer, which is pretty amazing. And for nearly 2 decades, she authored a dozen or so research reports and was a very successful aeronautical engineer. But eventually, she became very frustrated that she was hardly ever promoted despite her great success, and a lot of guys around her that hadn't been there so long or weren't nearly as talented as her and worked as hard as her were being promoted and given greater opportunities than her. So this led her to leaving her job, and she entered the Langley's Federal Women's Program, where she worked hard to open new opportunities for the next incoming generation of female workers for NASA. And she worked at the hiring program there and the promotion program, and helped to support and build up other females that wanted to get into her same field. So Mary Jackson was an amazing woman, and as someone who's also really interested in the STEM industry, she's really inspired me. And if her name sounds familiar, she was also in the movie Hidden Figures. So yeah, if you haven't seen that before, it's really good. You should definitely watch it, even if you're not interested in math and science. So yeah, I thought her story is definitely one that should be taught in schools. And to talk a little bit about the piece that I'm making here, I started out with a watercolor base and then used black pen on top to add texture and details and such. Also, I apologize, I feel like these angles are really bad and really shaky and just not very flattering, but it's really hard to film yourself and draw at the same time, but I want to improve. This is my first YouTube video, so I hope to get better at it over time and post more. So yeah, you should definitely subscribe, and I'm looking forward to making new content, and you should comment ways that I can improve or new video ideas. So yeah, this isn't the only type of art that I like to do. I like acrylic paintings and oil paintings and colored pencil and things like that. So I hope to show that more. And if you want to see more of my art, you should follow my Instagram at avasophia.art. I try to post a lot there. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking, and you can enjoy these last final clips here of Mary Jackson. Okay, bye.
For you.